So you guys just took care of a bunch of lizard men. You took care of a bunch of sturges. You took care of a bunch of fire beetles. And you have this whole upper level to explore still. So I've given you guys a full rest like I told you guys last night. The dragon that you named Seer, he's up. And everybody's back at full life. But where we left off last night, I remember I was saying that Michin seemed like she didn't even barely have a scratch on her. Looks like she didn't even have any bruises, scratches, anything. So what say you, adventurers? You've had your 8-hour rest, and we're continuing on in our kind of like a bonus game tonight. I'm excited to play some more.
Same here.
Yeah. We got about 50 minutes, so I've got to go and pick my son up from work, so carry on, adventurers.
All right. Any of us want to check out any of these other rooms after we get up and around? Brush ourselves off here.
Yeah, remember you got fire beetles in the room over here where I got the pointer. You have that.
I don't have the map.
That weird altar that's down there at the southern portion of the room, where the pointer is. The beetle room is here. In this room here, remember there were those, looks like some kind of preparation room, and there was a halfling in one of the nets that was hanging on a meat hook, basically. And over here was the statue room, where it looks like the statue's from somewhere else. And one other thing that I want to tell you that I did not tell you from last night, there used to be, because you could see some hinges that are on the, where I got the little green marker here. There's some bronze hinges that probably would have had a couple of big bronze 10-foot wide doors. They're gone. And you didn't see them laying anywhere close to the temple or nowhere leaning up against the wall. So it looks like those doors are totally gone. There's some massive door hinges. It was a huge 20-foot wide door that opened up in 10-foot sections. And then over here, you have this staircase that's descending down into the darkness. Ooh. And then a bunch of doors. You still got like 5 doors, too. Adventurous.
I'm going to go ahead and move back into the room that has the halfling. I'm going to check the body out, see if there might be any clues on him.
Sure. Yeah, it definitely looks like a preparation room. Basically, it's been turned into a larder room for the lizard men. There's all kinds of stuff everywhere in the room. There's a single fire beetle gland that's on top of the table that's glowing on the north wall. This is where the Sturgis flew in from the broken dome roof. you found that some of the prey that were in these nets, there was like a constrictor, there was like a boar, and then there was a halfling. Couple giant frogs. Cut the halfling down?
Yeah, I'll cut him down, or him or her down, and kind of investigate the body, see if there's any clues on it.
Yeah, it's definitely a male halfling. And he doesn't look like any kind of noble, doesn't even look like an adventurer, to be honest. He just is wearing common clothes, and you check his pockets and everything, and he has nothing of value on him. He kind of looks maybe like a I don't know, like a laborer, maybe a dock worker, maybe a farmer, something like that.
Oh, what do you guys say? You want to continue checking out where we already started working on, or? check out a different door.
Yeah, let's we might as well check out that other door in the room you're in.
All right. I'll go ahead and check the door over and see if there's anything, if it's locked or if it's trapped.
Sure, this door right here with the green pointer. Okay, sure, yeah. Let's unlock your tokens too, so you guys can freely move around.
Does it look like the halfling's been a pincushion?
Sort of, kind of. Not from arrows, though. Probably. Give me a medicine check, actually, Mrs. Rain. I'm going to give everybody an inspiration. Everybody can add an inspiration to your sheet, too, seeing that this is a new session. But yeah, give me a oh, wow. Very nice, Miss Rain. Nice crit. Hey, nice crits, Miss Rain. So, sorry. I had to do that.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of puncture wounds on this halfling, but it doesn't look like arrows. But the javelins that the lizard men have, it looks like he was bled out that way. As
Maybe
the rain starts up again.
Surgeons.
That could be it also. But the door is made of wood there, Breeze, and it doesn't appear to be locked. You kind of give it a once over. Doesn't appear to be locked.
All right. I'll go ahead and check to make sure it's not trapped, and then give her go ahead and open her up.
Sure. Give me an investigation or perception check in the tower. All right. So you open up the room, Bruce, and it's about a 15-foot deep room, about 20 foot wide. You see that there's another door that's on the southern end of the room, and as soon as you open it up, you just get this waft of like fodder, crap, stench, because it looks like these lizard men that are in here, it looks like they made this into their living quarters or their lair from the looks of it. You know, it has 8 crude beds in this chamber. All kinds of rats scurry as you open up the door. There's several fire beetle glands that are stuffed in niches along the walls that are all just covered with moss and mildew. And the stench of rotten eggs is a lot stronger in this room than anywhere else in the temple. And what do you guys got going on here for all you blind people? Because you're all blind except for Rain. So
I've got my hooded lantern.
All right. So as you open up the door, you get this big whiff of this rotten eggs, and then all of a sudden, the lamp catches the room on fire, and it basically explodes. Sort of like when you turn the gas grill on, put the lid down, and forget about it for about 10 minutes, like I did. And then you open it up immediately and throw a match in there. That's basically what just happened as you walked in. Now, give me a dexterity saving throw, Breeze, from the flames that just basically just fill the entire... All right, so that is a nice saving throw. You're able to tumble out of the way. You're still going to take 4 fire damage. All right. And this place literally just shakes. Dust comes down from the ceiling. A lot of the broken glass, more broken glass from the broken dome falls in. You don't take any kind of residual damage from that or anything. But you take 4 fire damage. And seems like the smell has dissipated. But it's like a really quick... I mean, you don't even have time to really even jump out of the way. So I'll put... There you go, 4. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll back off from the door, start patting myself off from any little flames that might still be on me.
Stop, drop, and roll. Only you can prevent forest fires. I can just see Breeze rolling around on the ground and everybody running up to Breeze and patting him and stuff, putting out all the smoldering embers and whatnot. Oh.
Well,
You okay, Breeze?
yeah, I think so. That was unexpected. Crap, I'm
Definitely.
gonna have to
That like
relight
some weird air ganassi thing I don't know about.
No, that's something in there caught my lamp, freaking ignited from my lamp.
So is anyone here proficient with nature checks? No?
Not here.
All right.
Nope.
No.
All right. So yeah, that you can hear the mats, the beds that these lizard men have everywhere. You can hear them crackling. They're basically like kindling wood right now. And you look inside, and you know everything is on fire. That there's several like bedrolls that are stuffed with this old matted down hay, and there's a couple rats that are on fire, squeaking as they're running around.
There you go, Seer. Have some food. I'm gonna go out of here. I believe that there's another door in there that kind of leads out back into the main hall. So the one right next to us, we don't have to worry about. But I'll check out the door. Somebody else can open it this time.
Okay. A little bit of a surprise there, huh?
Yeah.
Kind of. I gave you the hint about 4 or 5 times last session. Rotten eggs, very pungent aroma. At least you made your saving throw. That was
Could have
good.
been Seer.
Oh god, yeah, that's true too.
Especially with that acid breath.
At least you know that some of these rooms and this pungent smell, because that pungent smell actually disappeared. So.
All right. I'll go ahead and check this door and then see if it's locked or not, and we'll go ahead and see if there's anything in here.
All right, moving on to the next room. Although you could have maybe still kind of checked around, hint, the other room.
I'm waiting for the fires to go down a little bit.
Waiting for it to go down. It'll take a couple minutes, 10 minutes. Now in this room,
maybe a little less depending on how much it's raining.
When you were going to check this door, it had a hole at the base of the door that looked like something probably chewed through it. Very soft rotted wood. I mean, the doors are, really old, so there's a hole chewing at the bottom. Basically like a mouse hole or rat hole. This unlit chamber, it has 3 piles of smashed furniture. All kinds of bits of battered cloth, stuffing everywhere. And there are a bunch of wooden rods that are mounted near the ceiling. Looks like probably a bunch of tapestries probably hung along the walls in this room. And then you kind of look around and there's a bunch of there's a bunch of cloth on probably where the tapestries kind of fell, just dissolved over time from wear and tear from the weather. But now all the walls are bare. Definitely looks like this was a very nice room. Probably maybe a room for a priest. Especially, being a cleric, you would definitely know that, Ander. The standards of living was much nicer in this room compared to the room that just blew up. Yeah, I mean, even if it didn't blow up, you still could have, determined that, standards of living between the 2 rooms would have been much different.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and go into the room and search it, see if there's anything that might be of note in there. If not, then I'm going to go back up to the now smoldering explosive room.
This smoldering explosive room, I like it. So absolutely.
I would call it the gas chamber.
Oh, It's too soon. Way too soon. All right, so what happens is this. As you start to go into the room, you're starting to go through all of the piles of debris and whatnot. And as you start peeling this stuff back, in fact, I'm going to do a stealth check. Yeah, you don't even... wow, that was a crazy roll right there. What a way to start off the night. Yeah, as you're starting to peel this stuff off, you don't even notice that there are a bunch of squirming giant centipedes in here. And as you're digging in, you're starting to dig and dig and dig, and then all of a sudden, under this pile of rags, as you pull it off, you're like, jackpot! Jackpot! There was a small iron lockbox that was beneath a bunch of rags. And it has like a keyhole. Really nice. It's actually kind of withstood the test of time. But as you kind of, the neon lights are flashing, loot me, all that stuff, you don't notice that these 6 centipedes come out from the other rubble, from all of the trash strewn all about, and they start to attack you. So they're going to get advantage because you didn't see them. But now you see them, so I'm going to put you outside of the room, and you're basically going to get waylaid by a bunch of these giant centipedes. Hate to do that to you, but let's go ahead and start doing some attacks. I'm going to do these with advantage too, and I'm sorry about Breeze. The first one, that is going to go ahead and is that going to hit? I think it might.
That should be a miss if it's a 13.
13 advantage. It says it was a hit on the centipede, but it is a miss on you. So I just actually dropped it on the wrong target, and I apologize. All right, so that was the first centipede. The second centipede is going to try to bite you. And it actually is successful. It's going to do 3 piercing damage. And I'm going to give you a Constitution saving throw. Oh. And in fact, let's see. Give me a Constitution saving throw. This creature didn't parse right, so... Alright, so you are successful. You feel a burning sensation starting to kind of fester around the wound as it pulls its teeth out. And you start to feel your muscles tense up a little bit, but you're able to, with your inner fortitude, you are successful and you resist the paralyzation. Let's attack you again. I'm sure you're probably screaming by this point. Oh my god. Can you believe that?
Definitely no.
My rolls are just on fire tonight already. That was the second 20 I've already rolled.
Well, it's the first round of first combat.
Breeze, that's another 9 damage. Yeah, I'm always pretty strong on the first round of combat, and then it just kind of fades out after that, which is kind of good for you guys. Good for any of my games. Oh my god. Another hit. Thank goodness these are D4s, huh? Alright, so all of a sudden you go down. You let out this shrieking terror, and you go down. Alright, so the other centipedes, they're going to run out into the room. They're going to scurry out. Rain, you're going to get attacked. You're going to get hit. Boy. You're going to get wounded. Next one runs out. It's going to attack around this corner, but I'm going to do a -2 for the attack.
As a free reaction, I'm going to yell out, "Big bug," as I'm screaming.
As you're trying to step on it. All right, wow, so you're going to take another 6, so you've taken 12 damage. Okay,
Thanks.
You guys go ahead and roll initiative. Good job. A 20 on your first successful saving throw. So you are now conscious. Well, you're unconscious, but you're stable with 1 hit point. All right, so the initiative has been rolled. All right.
Okay, do you want me to go ahead and roll initiative too, or wait until I actually woken
Absolutely.
up?
No, you can go ahead and roll. I'm going to roll for Gibbon and the dragon also. So, all right. So she's going to have a 17. The dragon, wow, is going to have a 22. That is my third 20 in less than 5 minutes. Can you believe it? That's pretty crazy. I like that. I like rolling all these 20s, but I mean, I hate attacking you guys with them, but... Okay, so...
I'm sure the viewers on Twitch miss the old gold bot.
No, yeah, the old gold bot, yeah. Well, I thought I had another one lined up ready to go until about 15 minutes before the game yesterday. They announced they were shutting it down in June, so I'm like, I'm not even going to worry about it. All right, so it looks like the worm's going to go ahead and attack first. He's in the door, and he's going to attack it. I'm going to give it a -2 because of the corner there. I mean, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? So it attacks the giant centipede, and it misses with 11, unfortunately. Next centipede runs out. These things are pretty quick. These things are starting to scatter everywhere. Meechin, she's going to go ahead and stand fast. She's going to hold an action. We'll go to some more giant centipedes. We'll put you right there. Actually, we'll kind of put you there. The other centipede's going to move right on down. Rain, you're up now. You can attack.
Okay, try to squash the bug.
Yes, please do. Oh man, you guys are picking right where you left off last night. Double misses, holy cow. Alright, so there we go. That's where you would be. Alright, 0-10. Hit something, will you? As all these centipedes are scurrying about. And you see a couple of them coming your way. So what are you gonna do? All right, looks like a firebolt streaks across, hits, and as you cast that firebolt, you can see that the air kind of ignites around this very, very, very lightly, as it looks like it's igniting something that's in the air. And of course, you smell that rotten eggs type of smell too, but it wasn't pungent like it was in the other room. Nice, maximum damage. And this giant centipede just explodes into just a ton of little bitty legs, and a couple antennas go flying off in every direction. Nice job. That thing is incapacitated. Go ahead and take any other movement that you want, and we'll move on. All right, so it looks like we got another giant centipede. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's just going to kind of line right up. Centipede's going to attack you, Rain. Tries to bite you. Ooh, that 20 rolled over to a 2. Did you see that? That's a miss. All right, Ander.
All right,
Combat right off the bat. Wow.
Throw out a healing word to Rain.
Okay. Wow. Maximum hit. Yeah, nice. Nice heal. Take any movement you want. You can also take an action still, because the healing word's a bonus.
Yeah, I'm going to move up one here.
Okay.
And take aim at the...
You can cast, if you have Sacred Flame or anything, you can cast that. You can cast, I don't know if you took as a cantrip or anything, but no, I don't see that on your list. But sure, go ahead and do a shot and do -2 because of the tabaxi's in the way.
All right. Actually, I'm gonna throw out a bless as well.
Oh, okay. Sure, you can do that because it's no, you can't because it's not a cantrip. If you're going to cast 2 spells, one can be a spell slot and the other one has to be a cantrip.
Okay.
Sorry about that. But you can still shoot your bow though if you want. Oh man, a miss. Well, you guys definitely did pick right up where you left off. All right, Bree, so you're unconscious still, but you don't have to, you're stable. So let's go to the next centipede. It's going to get a -2 on its attack. And it sounds like Breeze took a lot of damage too. Because, you heard this shrilling screech. So, all right, it misses. Whoops. That was not supposed to be pressed. Dragon Wormling. Hopefully this thing, I'm going to use a DM inspiration. That'll leave me with 3. And I will do a bite attack on this thing. All right, it hits. Thank goodness I did that because it was a 1. All right, so this centipede dies. Giant centipede number 5. It's dead. And we'll move on to Meechin. All right, Meechin's going to go ahead and run in between these pillars now. She moves up and she engages the centipede in front of you, and she attacks twice with her short sword. First swing is a hit. This thing dies. So centipede 1 goes down. And then Meechin, she has 5 foot left of movement. She moves up. She takes her second attack with her short sword and tries to stab this giant centipede. She hits with a 15. Another centipede bites the dust. Meechin is on fire. All right, so Rain, what say you?
Try to go with the squashy squash.
All right.
That's not going to work, I bet, but we'll see.
That's a hit. Roll damage. Plus, it's nice having these NPCs too. You just took out one of the giant centipedes. 4's it's incapacitated, and you still got plenty of movement too.
All right, going to run in and use my last healing potion there on Breeze.
All right. All right, very nice. You come to Breeze as Rain is standing above you, administering you a potion. Very nice. Take any other movement you want to, and I will take the centipede and engage Meechin, which it hits Meechin. All right. I'm going to give Meechin a saving throw, which she fails. And Meechin is now paralyzed. Then this thing, it actually runs and engages you, 0-10. So 0-10, now that this thing is staring you right in the face, it's kind of standing on about 20 of its legs, and it's kind of reared back like a viper fixing to strike you. Zero-10 hits with a 19 with shocking grasp. I think his mic might be muted too.
Yeah, I haven't heard him.
Yeah. All right, so go ahead and roll damage, 0-10. Very nice. The last giant centipede goes down. You guys are out of combat. But you found a lockbox. You definitely found a nice lockbox.
All right, I'm done checking rooms. You guys can do it from now on.
Unfortunately,
Oh,
it just unfortunately you didn't notice these things. I guess it was the flashing neon lights above that chest saying "Take me, open me." You know what I mean? But it's a small iron lockbox you found under those rags, and it has a tiny keyhole. And as you kind of look at it, you pick it up. There is a golden light breeze that is spilling forth from the little tiny keyhole.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and try this first. I'm going to grab the iron key that I have in my pack and go ahead and try that on it first.
Oh, very nice. Because that silver key that you found fits perfectly into the keyhole, and as you turn it, you hear everything clicking in it, and it's unlocked. The latch pops up. And now there's quite a bit of light coming out of that little tiny keyhole.
I will go ahead and see what's inside.
All right. You open it up. Pop. Oh! The Holy Avengers. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So what is in there? There's a couple things. The first thing is a glass vial. This is something that you have not seen yet. Because the vial kind of looks empty, except for it has like a very light, clear, like transparent. It looks almost like water, but you can tell it's not water though. But there's that. There's also 45 electrum pieces inside of this box. There is a beautiful burgundy leather pouch. Probably worth, I would say probably worth about 25 gold or so. There is also what is making this light is a gemstone. And it's it's probably about the size of a golf ball or something like that. And it is glowing about the brightness of a lit candle. It's not like a light spell, or a full-blown torch or anything like that, or a 4th edition glow stick. It's glowing lightly, but inside of that box, of course, it was spilling the light out because it was dark in here. So yeah, it looks like a quartz gemstone. And lastly,
I will go ahead and pocket that real quick.
Whoa, wow, I like it. Whoa, I like that. Then there's also a blue candle, and it's literally the wax is blue. So that's what you find.
Come out of the room with the chest in hand and show the rest of the party what I found. And see if our arcane casters there might have any idea what this potion might, or this vial might be.
No. Possibly. I think so. You guys want some more experience points, right? There was an encounter that I forgot to reward you guys, too. So you get 119 more experience points, adventurers. Are you guys level 3 yet? Anybody level 3? Oh, you guys are 889 experience out of 900. Ooh, man, you guys are getting close. Anders at 589. All right, so do you show everything, all of the contents of what's in the chest? Or did you not show the gem that is...
The gem is the only thing I didn't show.
Okay, where did you put the gem? Yep, we got you.
I pocket it right into my pouch.
Okay, all right. So you have a candle, a nice velvet pouch, and a potion, and 45 electrum pieces. I'll go ahead and now I'll reward the Electrum. Everybody gets, in fact, we'll just go ahead and do a couple more. Everybody gets 12 Electrum apiece. I believe that, what is it, 10 Electrum is 1 gold, or is it 2 Electrum for 1? I don't know. I forgot the, I try to remember everything for 5e, but I remember most of it, but some things I just can't remember. But I think it's all like 10 to 1, I think. So you guys have a candle, a nice pouch worth a couple of gold, probably about 25 gold, and then you have this potion. Anybody want anything?
Yeah, it's 2 Electrum per gold, 2 gold.
Okay. Everything else should be 10. I kind of thought that there was one in there that was sort of like a 2 for 1. I should have known it was Electrum.
Does Xander know what the candle might be used for?
Or? Give me an arcane check. Give me an arcana check. Wow, that is a really nice roll. So I'll go ahead and I'll tell you what it is, because you rolled a crit. Nice roll. So as you're giving this blue candle a once-over, you remember reading about something like this. It's called a blue candle of the sea. And this blue candle of the sea will remain lit when you light it underwater. And this candle has about 6 hours of use. But it is magical. And like I said, it has 6 hours, and it'll stay lit underwater. Pretty cool.
You have any idea what this vial is?
Let's take a look.
Zero, if you want to give me a check on that, an arcana check.
All right, hold on.
The blue candle of the sea. You are kind of scratching your head on this potion. You're like, wow, I've never seen this before. You would need a little bit more time to study it to determine what it is. You know, you have all this stuff probably in some type of journal anyway from taking classes back in Wizard Tower School. The Acme, the Elementster Wizard School. No, the Elementster School of Wizardry. There you go.
Yeah, I don't quite know what this is yet.
Well,
What do you think you could
hold on
probably
to it?
Yeah, you could
Why don't
study it
you
a little
hold
bit
on
more
to
and
it?
find out.
What was that, Breeze?
Why don't you hold on to it until you can figure out what it might do?
Okay.
All right. So I'll give the... Who wants the candle? Anybody in particular want the gem pouch? Or do you want to keep the gem pouch in... Well, the burgundy velvet pouch. Do you want to keep it in the party treasure pool to keep it for later? Anybody want the candle?
And I'll take the pouch.
It'll look pretty for you. It's nice and... It's a burgundy color. It's girly looking. Let's see, who didn't get anything? Let's see, how about,
Andrew would probably be. He was the one that checked out the candle, so.
All right, let's give Andrew that. All right, Breeze will give you the gemstone that you jacked out of the chest. I like that. I like it. So you guys got those items. Couple of unidentified items, but the pouch, and it's like a storage pouch. You put anything you want in it. You got the blue candle. It's identified for you, Ander. Moving on, because that was about everything that was in this room. As you give it the complete once-over.
All right. Let's check out the last couple rooms and then head down the stairs, I take it.
Before we do that, Andrew would like to maybe pull a couple of these lizardman bodies over and he's been inspecting this altar, and it has these indentions, like
It does. 3 of them, yeah.
possibly hold something, maybe liquid or, and seeing that 0 determined that this was an altar of Almater.
Yep.
Possibly I want to maybe drain some blood out of these lizardmen and place in these indentions.
Yeah, sure thing. You can do that. Don't forget, you got that other room that exploded. All of the flea-ridden mattresses and stuff have basically died out.
And the sacks of the sturges that are probably filled with all our blood.
Yeah, you have that too.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, if you want to go check, if somebody wants to go check the other room out, and maybe Rain or Breeze stay with me while I'm, investigate a little bit further with this altar, just in case.
I'll wait here with you. I'm good for checking rooms for right now.
I should probably check out that staircase anyways, as I have the best eyes.
Well, you also got 3 other doors too before you go down into the... I mean, you don't have to check the doors, but you can descend down the stairs if you want to. That's totally up to you guys. I was just kind of...
Yeah, you don't have to go down the stairs when you just look down them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's totally up to you guys.
And I'm going to go ahead and burn my inspiration right now to go ahead and take a hit die heal.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, that'll fully heal me.
Okay. So as you start to go down this hall, the niches on your right-hand side, they are absolutely just covered in this mold and this moss. And as you work your way down this hallway, Rain, that scent of rotten eggs is starting to get stronger and stronger. And you can see that there's absolutely no light coming from that stairwell. Not like there was as you guys came into the temple. There's all kinds of water dribbling through the cracks in the ceiling. And you got streaks of water kind of running down, forming little pools. All kinds of thumb-sized cockroaches are scattering and disappearing into the niches and running under the doors that you're walking by. But you definitely have that pungent rotten egg smell again.
Well, so also, if it's that dark, I'm going to just come back and say, we're going to need a better light and no fire this time.
All right, you want to go ahead and check the room that was ablaze? See if there might be anything significant in there while he's checking the altar out?
I can do my best.
Now, Dave, when I investigated this altar, you said I knew some lore.
Yeah, I haven't had time to look up Almater or anything like that. I've had a pretty busy day, but yeah, it's just for now, it's just Almater. I mean, there's really no significance. But as you put that blood into the 3 indentions that are on the top of the altar, nothing seems to happen. The blood doesn't, sink into the altar or anything. It just kind of fills up.
Okay.
So I see Rain. She went back into the smoldering room. Smoke everywhere in there. Burning embers kind of dying out. So what are you doing, Rain? What are you checking out all these crude beds and all that good stuff, or what?
Giving it the once over, yeah.
All right. Give me an investigation check. And then also take give me a 6-sided die in the tower also. Ooh. You don't find anything except for one thing, is you kind of stumble on it as you're kind of kicking things around and, you know, kicking the mattresses out of the way and the hay. There is a small little 8-inch tall statuette. And it looks like a male dwarf. About 8 inches tall.
So, about proportionate.
About what?
Life size. It was a joke because dwarves are short.
Yeah. I didn't get it at first.
Yeah, you ruined the joke, Dave.
Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, 8-inch tall statue of a male dwarf. Sitting there with he's got like an axe over his shoulder. It's just made of stone. I'll go ahead and I'll add that. Looks like it probably would have a little bit of value, maybe 50 gold or so.
I don't care about value. I'm actually going to bring it out to the others and show them.
Sure. All right.
I find it
Get back
pretty.
out to a male dwarf, axe over its shoulder, all that good stuff. Big smile on his face. Statue's in pretty good shape.
With the beard.
Yeah. Statue's actually in pretty good shape. Who all's looking at the statue? Breeze, you can give me an investigation check. Well, actually a perception check on this one. And just throw it in the tower. Yeah, Rain. You notice that you're looking at the statue and you're like, oh, I see. At the base of the statue, it has a moon type of shape. And it looks like, because you've seen the altar, you're like, oh, you know what? I think this statue, the statuette may set into one of those little indentions on the top of this altar.
I run it over to Ander.
Yeah. Of course, there's blood in all of these indentions now, but yeah, you kind of put the base of it up to the hole, and you're like, yeah, it'll fit right in there.
Maybe we should.
A couple.
Maybe we should hold on to it until we find out any of the other 2 items that might go into the other indents.
Well, let's see. Andrew's looking at the altar some more, and what does he see as far as the other shapes?
There's like maybe a star and a circle. Whatever you want to see, that's what it'll be. So, as for the shapes, but yeah, one of these shapes matches up to the bottom of that statuette because it doesn't have a base on it. It just has this oddly shaped, weird. Looks like you just plug it right into the altar.
All right, I'll take it and plug it in.
All right, cool. So that's where we'll go ahead and we'll end it as you take the dwarvish statue and you plug it into the altar. That's where we're in because I have to head out. So thanks for playing, guys. Even though it was only for an hour, I'm glad that we could still get together and play for a little bit more. So thanks, everybody. I appreciate it. Totally appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it, Dave. Awesome.
Yeah.